Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. מה יפה היום, שבת שלום. מה יפה היום, שבת שלום. שבת, שבת שלום. שבת, שבת שלום. שבת, שבת שלום. שבת שלום. מה יפה היום, שבת שלום. מה יפה היום, שבת שלום. שבת, שבת שלום. שבת, שבת שלום. שבת, שבת שלום. שבת שלום. שבת, שבת שלום. שבת, שבת שלום. שבת, שבת שלום. שבת שלום. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, לקראת כלה, פני שבת, נקבלה, נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, לקראת כלה, פני שבת, נקבלה, נקבלה. שבת שלום, שבת שלום. שבת שלום ומבורך. שבת שלום, שבת שלום. שבת שלום ומבורך. Bim bam bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Bim bam bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. We may be small, but we can all say Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
Ah, there they are. Wonderful, wonderful. Friends, please take a second to grab the prayer book from behind your chair. It's behind. Don't grab from in front of you, because that's the people in front of you's prayer book.
Except for the people in the last row?
No, even the last row. It's attached to your chair. Whatever's on your chair, that's your prayer book. And if anybody needs one, we have extras too. So, you guys got one? All set? Perfect. So we'll be using Mishkan Tefillah tonight. As you stepped in, you saw your entrance and exit. There's another entrance and exit over there as well. Make sure we take a second to still any Apple Watches or phones, just to make sure those are on silent as we come in. If we've never met, Rabbi Rachel, here with Dr. Artie Gummer tonight. And let's take a second or two or three, actually, to turn to folks I do that all the time. I know you hit the find my instead of the silent one. It's okay. This is a good time to do it. Shabbat jail, for sure. No, only if your phone rings. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All good. But for real, take a second, turn to people you didn't drive here with, introduce yourself. Hello, my name is, and then we'll come back together in just a second.
Hi. Hi, Sally. I'm Artie. Nice to see you.
I'm Sally's sister from Maryland.
Nice to see you. Shabbat Shalom.
It's the first.
Nice to see you guys. Shabbat Shalom.
I tune into the Shabbat services every Friday.
Oh, do you?
And I sing with you. I play the guitar with you.
And where do you live in Maryland?
Potomac, Maryland.
We lived in D.C. for a while, so we lived in downtown D.C. and then we lived in Arlington, in Crystal City,
Where'd you live?
downtown Foggy Bottom.
Yeah, I was on Mass Avenue when I first moved in.
Not too far.
Yeah, right. Nice to meet you.
Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom.
Page 120. If everybody will rise, and Susan, if you'll come on up to help us light our Shabbat candles. Friends who are joining online, welcome, and you too can light your Shabbat candles now. So go ahead, Susan, just use the main candle, yep. And we'll welcome in some love, light, and warmth for Shabbat. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Please be seated. So all week, I've been thinking about the connections between Thanksgiving, gratitude, and prayer. And in traditional Jewish prayer services, we have 4 categories. I like to say gimme, thanks, oops, and wow. So bakasha, that's a request or a petition that we ask. That's the gimme. Then we have hoda'ah, which are prayers of thanks, the one I want us to focus on the most tonight. We have tachanun, those are supplications or penitential liturgy, where we're asking for forgiveness, so that's the oops, which you won't find on a Friday night service. And then we have shevach, that's the praise, the wow moments. And so if you're a Shabbat regular, but you haven't been to perhaps a liturgy class in a long time, there's a good chance you haven't paused to really study how the structure of our service flows. And so as predicted tonight, we're going to have a pretty intimate service. It's hard to fight Thanksgiving weekend, Shabbat dinner with Turkey Day leftovers, and the UGA Georgia Tech game, which is kicking off at this very moment. So clearly nobody here went to UGA, either that or you are not big football fans. Okay, fair enough. So in the shadow of Thanksgiving, tonight feels like the right night to take our time through the service, to add some of those teachable moments that may have been missed in the why do we do what we do in our Friday night service. So more to come, but first, page 126. So I'll invite you to join me in this prayer on that page. I begin with a prayer of gratitude for all that is holy in my life. God needs no words, no English or Hebrew, no semantics and no services, but I need them. Through prayer, I can sense my inner strength, my inner purpose, my inner joy, my capacity to love. As I reach upward in prayer, I sense these qualities in my Creator. To love God is to love each other, to work to make our lives better. To love God is to love the world God created, and to work to perfect it. To love God is to love dreams of peace and joy that illumine all of us, and to bring that vision to us. And so, friends, we are about to, we have prepared ourselves for the next part, which is Kabbalat Shabbat. And that is the service of welcoming Shabbat that was added by the Jewish mystics of Sfat in the 16th century. And while we only do one or two pieces from the liturgy, the intention of this section is to ready the mind, the body, the spirit for the Ma'ariv service. Now, Kabbalat Shabbat is mostly comprised of selections from Book of Psalms. There are 6, each representing a day of creation. And ironically, we don't usually pray them as part of our service here. We would need another 30 minutes, maybe even an hour, to really do them well. But then, at least here at Temple Emanu-El, that makes our service a bit too long. And so instead, we focus on welcoming Sabbath angels with Shalom Aleichem, the Sabbath bride with the Charodi. Both of these are more like songs than blessings. They fall under the category of what's called a piyut. They are piyutim, religious poetry. And so what we'll do now is we'll join together on page 142 to welcome those Sabbath angels. And to anybody who would like to light their own Shabbat candles, something we offer here, we invite you to do so now. There was that table just outside of the sanctuary of the chapel. So anybody who wants to light their own Shabbat candles, you can do so just outside this room, page 142, Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Parchuni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzeidchem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu.
Lai lai.
Lai 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 da.
Page 138. I'm loving how this space is growing fuller and fuller with each prayer. Lecha Dodi, we welcome our Sabbath bride, verses 1, 2, 5, and 9.
Lecha Dodi, lekrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi, lekrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, Hishmiyanu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad u'shmo echad, L'shem u'tiferet v'hitbilah. Lecha Dodi, lekrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi, lekrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Lekrat Shabbat lechu v'necha, ki hi mekor habracha, merosh mikedem nisucha, sof ma'aseh b'machshava techila. Lecha Dodi, lekrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi, lekrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Hitorari, hitorari, ki vachorechu mi uri, 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 shir daberi, kavod Adonai elayich nigla. Lecha Dodi, lekrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi, lekrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela.
We rise and face the door.
Boi b'shalom ateret bala, gam b'simcha u'sahala, toch emunei am segula. Boi kala, boi kala.
We face forward.
Lecha Dodi, lekrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi, lekrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela.
I'll have us stay standing. I promise I'm not about to talk too long. If you turn to page 146, we enter this next part of the service called the Ma'ariv service. And if you look at the top, it tells you where we are. At the top of the page, it says Shema u'virchotecha, Shema and its blessings. And so we begin our Ma'ariv service with Baruch Hu, a prayer which is us, the leaders. We're essentially asking you, are you ready to pray? And you are responding to us, yes, we're ready to pray. So you see the leaders, and this is where it's a little controversial, because sometimes we just see people bow, and we're like, oh, we're supposed to bow here. Technically speaking, at the Baruch Hu, the only people who are supposed to bow is technically, really, it's Dr. Gummer here, because he is the chazan tonight. He is the one who's leading us in song, and he's the one who's calling out, are you ready to pray? So I'm not really supposed to even bow at that moment. He's the one who bows, and then everybody responds to him, yes, I'm ready to pray, and you bow. And the bowing is both kind of an honor to leader and to congregant, to community. It's also a bow of deference, in a sense, to God, of like humbling ourselves in prayer. And so this prayer, if you look at the translation, for obvious reasons, this one falls under shevach, the praise part. So when you peek at that translation, we are very much praising God to kick off our Ma'ariv service. And so what we'll do is we'll go into the Ma'ariv service with Baruch Hu, then Shema, Ve'ahavta, Michamocha. And these prayers, they're a mix of praise and of biblical texts that make up the remainder of this section of our service. So page 146, we have our Baruch Hu. I know that muscle memory, you're going to want to bow on that first Baruch Hu, but I'm telling you, technically you're supposed to wait.
Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMivorach.
Now we all bow.
Baruch Adonai HaMivorach, HaMivorach le'olam va'ed. HaMivorach, HaMivorach le'olam va'ed.
On the inside cover of some of your prayer books, you'll have our next prayer, which is our Mariv, our Ravim. We welcome on the evening.
Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Borei yom v'layla, golel or mifnei choshech, golel or mifnei choshech, v'choshech mifnei yom. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night.
Page 152, we have these words from Deuteronomy. We declare God's oneness with Shema.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
Please be seated. And tonight, we will do the English of the Ve'ahavta with the Debbie Friedman, You Shall Love. Page 154.
And you shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. And all these words which I command you on this day shall be in your heart, shall be in your heart. And you shall teach them diligently unto your children, and you shall speak of them when you're sitting in your house, when you're walking by the way, and when you're lying down, and when you're rising up, and when you're rising up. And you shall bind them for a sign upon your hands, and they shall be for frontlets between your eyes. And you shall write them on the doorposts of your house, and upon your gates, and upon your gates, that you may remember and do all of my commandments, and be holy to your God, unto your God, unto your God.
Page 159, we prepare for Michamocha, another one of those prayers that falls under the category of one that we do, that we take from Torah. And you can see, if you've never looked, at the bottom of page 158, you can see the little citations there that tell you which verses of Torah that they come from. But first, let's pray together, page 159. Sing the song of men and women. Join in an understanding and respect. The song of God's miracles, an earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come. The song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content, her soldiers home to leave no more. The song of a world redeemed, the song of peace. Michamocha, page 158.
Ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osei feleh, nora tehilot osei feleh. מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקי היום לפני משה. זה אלינו ואמרו, זה אלינו ואמרו. אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נורא תהילות עושי פלא, נורא תהילות עושי פלא. נורא התהילות אוסף אליך.
On page 160, we have reached one of our few bakasha prayers, one of our few prayers that are a prayer of request. So typically, we're not supposed to really request things from God on Shabbat. But peace and healing are exceptions to that rule. And so, here, we request that God spread over us a shelter of peace. It is one of the prayers for peace that we ask, a peace of God to be with us, to offer that internal peace that we seek. Hashkivenu, page 160.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. 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 Ushmor tzetenu Uvoenu l'chaim u'shalom me'ata v'ad olam. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. V'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim.
On page 162, our prayer of Vishamru. Again, it's one of those prayers that doesn't really fit into a category. It is a prayer that's straight from Torah. Again, looking at the bottom here, you can see it comes from Exodus 31:16-17. It's a prayer that is really, it's a statement of who we are and how God rested on the seventh day, and it's implied that we too should take a few moments, you guys are checking that box, to rest, to mark Shabbat, and to let it be that gift that God has given us, if only we're there to take it. Vishamru, page 162.
Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם, ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת שבת וינפש שבת, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם, ברית עולם ביני oti leolam. Oti leolam. Oti leolam.
So now we have reached the top of the arc in our service. This is the Amidah. Amidah literally means standing. And so we've called this prayer the Amidah because we recite a bunch of blessings while standing. There you go. So if everybody, this isn't a choose your own adventure, this is a follow along with me. So go to page 164 for a second. Page 164. And you'll see that it says really big at the top, tefillah. Tefillah. Exactly. Which means prayer. So one could argue, and I don't know why they chose tefillah. Really, I think they should have written ha-tefillah, because that's the other phrase that's used, the other word that's used to describe the Amidah is ha-tefillah, the prayer. Because this is the point that we've been moving toward in our service. So during the week, there are 18, some say 19 prayers that make up the Amidah. Now on Shabbat, because we only ask for peace and healing, and we don't have those extra requests that we're allowed to make, the number goes down from 18 or 19 to 7. So we only have 7 prayers that are part of the Amidah on Shabbat. And again, just like the rest of our service, there are 3 main parts. There's the praise, the petition, and the thanks. The shevach, the bakasha, and hoda'ah. Or if it's easier to remember, wow, gimme, and thanks. So we begin with the praise of God communally on page 166. Take a look at that. So on page 166, it's a prayer of praise that's connecting us to the God of, and then you see all the names. So these are all of the generations of ancestors that we are connecting to and praising the God of all of those folks, all of those generations of Jews. Then we have page 168, the Gevurot. Again, we're praising God for how mighty God is. Stay with me, page 170, turning the page. This is our Kiddushah. And the evening one is quite short. And as you can see, again, it's a praise. You are holy, God. We praise you for being that holy thing in our life. Then, as is tradition here, we go into silent prayer. So for some of you, that means you have never followed along past page 170. And instead you turn to personal prayer, and that's your practice, and that's what you do. Others, maybe you've looked at this prayer on page 172, and this is Kiddushat Hayom, and this is a prayer that technically is the one that wraps up what we've been doing with Kiddushah. So this is going to close out that praise section of our Amidah. Staying with me, turn to page 174. And now we have Ritzeh, which is we're heading into our request section. So we're kind of praising and requesting at the same time with this one because we are asking God with the praise, and then we're going to thank God as well because we're finding favor with God, and we're going to thank God for, in this one, yes, there's life, but especially for God's presence in Zion, for the restoration of being with us in Israel. So that's how that prayer concludes on page 174. And then we also have, turning the page again, page 176, we have Modim, which is, again, a thanksgiving prayer, which literally begins, we acknowledge with thanks to God for something bigger than ourselves. And then, once more, we turn the page. On page 178, we move from the thanks of Zion and the thanks of God for the gift in our lives and the miracles and all like that to a petition. So this is the one prayer of petition that we really get, and that's that, again, that petition for peace. So we move from praise into thanks into a request. And we close that request out with that prayer for peace. And finally, because the rabbis can never seem to be done, they give us one more on page 180. So they add this moment for private personal prayer. And it's on this final page that you're supposed to technically, you pray through that page, and at the end is when you hold space for yourself. And that's when you're supposed to kind of go off script and talk with God. And that's when you hold that space to thank God for things in your life, to share that gratitude. It's a time when you can request for healing and peace in your life. During the week, you save the time to ask for the gifts and the things and whatever it is that's going to make your life better. But on Shabbat, it's to really hold that place for thanks and to give that gratitude in your life that you have in that moment. So with Thanksgiving being behind us, it's still Thanksgiving weekend, and we have a lot to be thankful for. So feel free to take an extra few moments this Shabbat to privately reflect on all that you're grateful for and to share that gratitude out to God as well. So we've learned about it. Now we get to pray it together. So we'll turn back to page 164. And maybe if you've ever, when I say we now take a moment for silent prayer and meditation, if you've never meditated on the words of the page, try it out this week. Okay? So you stay on the right side of the page. We rise, page 164.
Ananana sfatai tiftach. Ananana ufi yagid tehilatecha. Ananana Adonai. Ananana sfatai tiftach. Ananana ufi yagid tehilatecha. Ananana Adonai. Ananana sfatai tiftach. Ananana ufi yagid tehilatecha.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avoteinu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Mekonei HaKol, V'Zocher Hasdei Avot V'Imachot, Umevi Gula Livnei B'neihem, Leman Shemo B'Ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Abraham V'Ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayei HaKol Atah Rav Lehoshia, Mashiv HaRuach U'Morid HaGashem, Mechakel Chayim B'Chesed, Mechayei HaKol B'Rachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim V'Rofei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Ba'al Gevurot, Umido Melach, Melech Meimit Umechayem, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman Atah L'Achayot HaKol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayei HaKol, Atah Kadosh V'Shimcha Kadosh, U'Kadoshim B'chol Yom Yehalucha Selah, Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. So now we continue in that silent prayer on pages 172 through 180 on the even numbers. And if you'd like to pray those prayers or the prayers of your heart, I invite you to do so now. And when you complete those prayers, please be seated.
May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and let others do for you. May you build a ladder to the stars and climb on every rung, and may you stay forever young, forever young, forever young. May you stay forever young. May you grow up to be righteous. May you grow up to be true. May you always know the truth and see the lights surrounding you. May you always be courageous, stand upright and be strong, and may you stay forever young, forever young, forever young. May you stay forever young. May your hands always be busy. May your feet always be swift. May you have a strong foundation when the winds of changes shift. May your heart always be joyful, may your song always be sung, and may you stay forever young. You can sing forever young, forever young. May you stay forever young, forever young, forever young. May
Thank you, Artie. I asked her to play that one because, I don't know, that song and Thanksgiving just connect for me. So lots of blessings to be thankful for and the chance to maybe one day stay forever young. All right, friends, so a few announcements. Anybody with grand kiddos, especially of Tot Shabbat age, we have Tot Shabbat tomorrow morning, 11 a.m., free bagels, register before 9 p.m. so you can be included in the bagel count. We'll have a huge crowd, rock and music. It's a lot of fun. On Wednesday this week, December 4th, Tribe, our women's 30s to 50s group, is getting together to pack bags for Camp Aurora, which they're a group that offers little bags for kids who are seeing doctors and things like that, receiving cancer treatments. And so these bags are bags to help keep their mind off things while they're getting an infusion or waiting for the doctor. So if you'd like to come help us pack those bags, that's on the 4th. Sisterhood, women of all ages, we've got our cookie swap on Sunday, December 8th. And then on Friday, December 13th, is the synagogue's pre-Hanukkah Shabbat celebration. Hanukkah falls a little late this year in terms of the secular calendar. It's right on time, 25th of Kislev on the Jewish calendar, but it falls on Christmas this year, and we get a little quiet around here then. So we're going to get into the Hanukkah spirit a little early, and we have our big Hanukkah service on December 13th. Those are my announcements. So, friends, the next part of our service is to share a little gratitude or things perhaps that we're thankful for or something good going on in our life. So, for example, what we do is we ask you to share your name and the thing that you are thankful for or that you are celebrating, thanking God for marking the day. So, for example, Rabbi Rachel, and I am thankful that my parents were in town for Thanksgiving this year. So, who else has one?
My daughter.
Who are you?
I'm sorry, Diane Hoffman, and my daughter got married last Sunday.
Mazel tov.
I'm Rich Lappin, and I was able to have my name taken off the Mishaberach list this week.
Yeah.
And that's because I had a very devoted wife, daughters, and a lot of people from here at Emanu-El. So for all of that, I'm grateful.
Thanks, Rich. Really happy to not be reading your name. No.
My name is Marvin Fishman. I'm visiting with my wife from upstate New York, especially to see my lovely young granddaughter and my daughter and son-in-law as well.
Wonderful. Welcome, guys.
Ben Postel, and I'm thankful for all of you being here.
Thanks, Ben.
Okay, I'll do it if I have to. I'm Dina Profis, and I'm thankful that both my brothers and my mother are here at synagogue tonight with me from out of town, because it's Thanksgiving weekend.
Thank you.
I'm Lisa First, and I'm very grateful that all of my family came in, and I'm very grateful that my mother was able to come to be at synagogue with us. She's been having some health issues for the past year, and so we were glad, because she's been on the Mishaberach list all year long, and so we're really glad she could be here with us tonight.
And we'll keep her on it, even though she's here with us. Yeah. But we busted you out for a night.
I'm Toby Costanzo, Lisa's aunt, Sally's sister, and I'm here from Potomac, Maryland. And I'm part of this service every Friday night through Zoom. And it's great to be here to celebrate with all of you. And I'm very happy that Sally's here as well, even though she is still a Mishaberach, but hopefully for not too much longer. Mm-hmm. Happy holidays to all.
Thank you. No, okay. Artie, anything this week?
I'm thankful for being here and for the ceasefire in northern Israel.
Yes. All good things to be thankful for. And so to thank God for reaching this moment in time, Shechianu, page 648.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. Amen.
while we are very much thankful for the quieter times up north in Israel, we know that our brothers and sisters are still captive in Gaza, and so we pray for their safe return swiftly and soon. We join together, Achenu Kol Beit Yisrael.
Achenu Kol Beit Yisrael, Achenu Kol Beit Yisrael, Hanatunim Hatzara, B'Sara U'V'Shivya, Ha'omdim Bein Bayam U'Vein Bayabasha. Hamakom yirachem, yirachem elechem v'yotzieh mitzara liravacha u'me'afel aliyora u'meshibud legula hashta bagala u'vizman kariv hashta bagala u'vizman kariv.
Our brothers and sisters, the whole house of Israel who are in distress and captivity, who wander over the sea and land, may God have mercy on them and bring them from distress to comfort, from darkness to light, from slavery to redemption, now, swiftly, and soon. Together we say, Amen. And we also have the chance as a community to pray for those who are in need of healing, of mind, of body, spirit, or relationship. We think especially the Shabbat of Rob Gilbert, Charlie Cohn, Kaska Mishkogi, Tzvi Ben Natan, Sally Bayer, John Laszlo, Dennis DeLorenzo, Bruce Warshoff, Lisa Kabrinsky, Jackie Barris, Bruce Mencher, Conrad Jacobson, Deb Gudelman, Joan Lupaloff, Ken Schiffer, Karnina Michal Bat Yitzhak Vitova, Jennifer Herman, Jeffrey Crispo, Ethan Berkowitz, Binyamin Ben Moshe Gedalia V'Chaya Freya, Chana Gittel Bat Aaron V'Batya, Sherry Siegel, Dawn Siegel, Bela Basvega, and Nancy Berkowitz. If there's someone that you're praying for their healing, I invite you to share that name aloud as my eyes meet yours. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Words of Mishra Berach can be found on page 371. We rise as a community. If your neighbor is comfortable with it, wrap an arm around the other. We join together.
Mishra Berach Avotenu Mikor HaBracha Le'imotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishe Berach Imotenu Mikor HaBracha Li'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
We will remain standing for Kiddush on page 123. If anybody under the age of bar or bat mitzvah will come on up. That's anybody under 13 years old. If you'll come up and help me. You get a juice. Don't drink it yet. You get a juice. Don't drink it yet. Are we not coming up back there tonight? No. Okay. Here you go, Artie. All right. We join together, page 123. John, you want to pass these around for me? Thanks.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho v'yava uvratzon hinkilanu zikaron l'maaseh bereshit ki hu yom techila l'mikra kodesh zecher l'tziat mitzrayim ki vanu v'acharta v'otanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha v'yahava uvratzon chinkaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mikadesh hashabbat. Amen.
Oh, drink it up, yeah. Good slurps. All right, friends, can you keep helping me? Because we're going to continue to begin to conclude our service with Aleinu L'Shabeach. So come on up this way. You guys are going to help me open the ark, okay? Right here. Can you pull this open? It's heavy. All right. Page 586. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, latet genula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu k'goyeh haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, v'gor aleinu k'chol hamonam, V'anachnu korim, we bow, Mishtachavim umodim, Lifnei melech, Malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, V'nemar, V'haya Adonai, V'melech al kol ha'aretz, Bayom ha'hu, Bayom ha'hu, Yeh Adonai echad, U'shemo, U'shemo, U'shemo echad. Here, you come right here. Ready. Here we go. Good job. Good. All right, friends, with our ark doors closed, you may be seated. Thanks, guys. You can head back. Yep. So in a moment, we conclude our service as we do each week in memory. We remember loved ones who have died in recent days and those in seasons past. And in saying their names, we bring a little bit of who they were back to this space with us. And so we are in a period of Shloshim for Annette Honey Katzman, Robert Bob Margolis, Benjamin Bosson, Rona Sue Mishkin, Joel Goldstein, and Lila Sable Lubov. And we're commemorating yahrzeits for Eunice Abisha, Betty Berzoff, Abe Breutman, Joseph Charnow, Ray Fishman, Mark Friedman, Rose Fruchtman, Alan Goldman, Saul Goodman, Lydia Gordon, Bill Gordon, Temi Young Grossman, Sylvan S. Gusking, Jean Hanner, Alan Henry, Leah Hertz, Estelle Fisher-Jacobs, Ginny Germanuk, Andrew Carpel, Edward Kessler, Jerome Kitts, Fred Klompus, Barry Liederman, Marty May, Genevieve Moe, Ilona Fritz Mordler, Martin Nash, Mancia Prop, Andy Rush, Stephen Shaman, Shirley Schiffer, Peril Patricia Schaefer, Milton A. Siegel, Sydney Stillman, Mildred Taylor, Virginia Underwood, Joe Walker, Shirley Warshoff, Samuel Weintraub, Eleanor Heyman Wittenstein, Irving Wolf, and Julius Zucker. If there's a name I accidentally mispronounced, please share that aloud. Thank you so much. If you are in a period of Shloshim, the first 30 days, I invite you to rise so we can recognize you. If you're in the first year, Yod Bet, mourning the loss of a loved one, to rise so we can recognize you. If on this Shabbat you're commemorating a yahrzeit, a death anniversary of a loved one, to please rise so we can recognize you. And if it is your custom to rise for mourners Kaddish, as we do here at Temple Emanu-El, I invite you to join those who are standing. Kaddish Yatom can be found on page 598. Yitzgadal v'yitzkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chaye echon uvyom echon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'gala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam olamei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, V'tadar, v'tale, v'talal, shemei kudasha, barichu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran be'alma v'imru, amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Osei shalom b'romav, hu ya'asei shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen.
Osei shalom b'romav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, v'imru, amen. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael.
We conclude with Motzi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.